Okay, so welcome to August's, gosh, can't believe it's August already, the Cleanse and Heal, which, as I change the name of the membership, is going to have a new name, which has completely vacated my head. I will update you all via email as to what the new names for things are going to be, just because they sound a bit more spiritual and what we've had before seems quite practical. And I'm wanting to invite more magic in. I guess that's the reason behind it. So tonight's format is going to be with some Goddess Isis Oracle cards. Oh, an oracle card. And I'm not really familiar with these ones, but they do a lovely little visualization meditation, which I thought we could do once we've cleared out what it is that's bothering us, particularly at this time. But this is the card that we will be looking at. And it's Power Over. Yeah, Power Over 7 Scorpions, which sounds really cosmic and a little bit cryptic. And when I read what it was relating to, it's a lot about past lives and getting that out of the way so that you can bring your gifts through in this time, which of course with the Lionsgate and it being about the 8-8, and in this year 2024 another 8 when you think of it numerologically, and this is the time where everything becomes aligned and it becomes easier for us to manifest what it is that we desire. So there will also be a portion of quiet time where I'm going to ask you to think about, perhaps even write down, if that works for you, what it is that you're looking to bring into, I suppose, the rest of this year. And also perhaps what is coming up and blocking that. And that is blocking it is the thing that we will be looking to clear. So without further ado, because there's a lot to cover in a very short space of time, relatively, let's start. Oh, actually, just pause that 1 second. So slight technical hitch now averted. That's why there had to be a pause in the recording. Okay, so as always, let's start to ground. And we're going to do this with a breath practice of light that we're going to connect with Mother Earth and connect to the divinity so that we are a body of light, which helps us to feel and be more aligned with light, which of course is how everything comes into being. It's all about light. And sometimes the blocks to it, basically. And that's where we have resistances like beliefs or emotional issues, etc. That's probably sounding a bit woolly, but let's begin. So let's take some breaths together. It's coming through the nose and release it out through the mouth. And I'm going to do a sigh. Feel free to join in with me. And let's do that 2 more times. And again. And when we bring our awareness to the breath and we allow the out breath to be audible, to be longer than the in breath, we allow our nervous systems to reset so that we're more in the sympathetic nervous system. That's not true, the parasympathetic nervous system. And that is the rest, the digest, and the healing phase of being in the body. The sympathetic is likened to the stress response where we're busier, often a shorter breath. So with the long out breath, with the audible sigh, we say to the body, we say to the vagus nerve, it's okay, we're safe, we can relax and just be. Okay, so now we're going to begin to breathe with the white light, or actually, perhaps let's have some white light with golden sparkles, something that feels magical as we come into the Lionsgate. Let's invite more magic into our energy. So as we breathe in, we're going to fill up the belly space so that it can really bring more space in. We're moving out of shallow breathing from the top of the chest, and we're breathing into the deep breathing, which allows us to fill up the belly, bring more air, more oxygen to the body, and allow the body to physically relax as well as the mind to become more settled and more grounded. So you can do this with me, or you can do this as part of your normal natural breathing rhythm. So when you are ready, remembering with your in-breath to breathe in some beautiful radiant white light, sensing, visualizing this connection to the divinity, the magic, the light that is all around us, bringing it down into the body. And after the next breath, we're going to send a grounding cord down. So begin now to send that grounding cord down from the base of your spine, all the way down through the layers of your building, your home, meeting the earth layers. That's the soil, the plant life, the organic matter, connecting deeper down into the rock layers, the crystal layers, the aquifers, all the way down to the fiery center. And here we invite a great big amethyst crystal to be in the very center of Mother Earth's womb. And we're going to wrap our grounding cords around this crystal at least 3 times so that we feel secure. And we are connected to this amber, this violet color of the amethyst, this energy of calm and relaxation, and allowing with this violet flame color to transmute all that comes down into connection with it. And as we wrap our grounding cords around this huge amethyst, we invite our grounding cords to widen so that they are at least as wide as us. And then bring the awareness with the in-breath up back into the body. And then settle at the base of the spine, in the pelvic bowl, the medicine bowl, where we draw this energy from the amethyst, from Mother Earth, up into the body. This beautiful, radiant purple light. The cleansing and reassuring, the stabilizing, and the love of Mother Earth. And as we breathe in, we breathe that nourishing energy in along with that vibrant light, that white light with golden sparkles that comes from the divinity around you, the universal life force energy, representing itself right here, right now, as that lovely, radiant light. And as we breathe, we bring these 2 lights together to mix into the pelvic bowl, the medicine bowl, and together they move and swirl and nourish. And then begin to breathe, bringing the awareness up to the crown of the head. And here we open up our crown chakras, just like a beautiful lotus flower, and invite in this connection with a deeper radiance of divinity. This light is much more golden. And here we have the triangle of the violet light of the amethyst, the golden radiance of the divine, and the white with the gold sparkles, connecting in each direction, that these three elements, these three energies can come together to create magic, to take down blocks, to re-energize, to realign us with our highest versions of ourselves, and to enliven the body. And as we breathe each breath in, let's focus first of all on the lower body, breathing that radiance into the feet, opening up the foot chakras, helping us to become even more grounded. And then we bring the awareness up to the calves and the awareness to the shins, those lower legs. Let's breathe those radiant colors into these spaces, letting us become more light and lighter. And again, breathing up to the knees, the front and the back, becoming radiant with this amethyst light, this beautiful gold and this white with golden sparkles. There is room for all this within your knees, just like there is room for all the colors in the universe. And as we bring our awareness to the thighs, the backs and the fronts, the inners and the outers, remembering that this is your body of light. As you radiate, you shine for others as well as yourself. You become a signpost that light is here, that light cannot be diminished, and it shines more brightly each and every day. And then bring the awareness to the perineum, the genitals, the anus, that whole area that sits upon the seat, to the buttocks, and then the front of your pelvic bowl coming into your womb space, and the organs within your pelvic bowl, enlivening each and every one of them with this amethyst radiance, this golden light, and this brilliant white light with golden sparkles, moving together, nourishing each and every part of your body, each and every cell, becoming more and more light-filled. Knowing that as we become so, we allow the breakdown of blocks and resistances, of lower vibrational energy. And with your next breath, this energy moves up to the lower belly and the mid belly, in line with your umbilical cord, your belly button. Allowing this space too to become radiant and full of light and magic. When our pelvic bowl, when our lower body is full of radiance and magic, we are able to manifest this into our lives much, much more easily. This is the pathway to ease, to manifesting, feeling the goodness that's here, the aliveness, the excitement, and the magic that you can do anything. And these lights begin to travel upwards still, radiating from all parts of you so far up to your solar plexus, the place of the I am, the I will energy, where you take action, where you allow yourself to truly become the powerful being that you are, And here you will be empowered and radiating out this divine light, this stability from Mother Earth, this nourishment and compassion and love, all of this care and magic. Magic for who you are and who you're about to become. And this energy rises still up into the chest, the heart, the lungs, and the physical and energetic bodies. And when it reaches the heart, it's radiating out into your aura just naturally, bringing these colors and any other colors that feel right to you into this space. Enlivening, transforming the essence of you, the magic of you becoming greater and greater. And the energies continue to rise up into the throat, across the shoulders and down into the arms and the hands. Perhaps you feel tingling and radiance now that you have allowed, you've invited all of this energy into your being. It is here, it is yours, this amethyst and golden and white and golden light. As it rises up through the throat and into the head, reaching the crown chakra. And as it reaches the crown chakra, it rises up, up, up above you and pours down along the outer edges of your aura and back in through the feet. This is what we call the torus, as the energy rises up, moves around and down, fills your energy field and begins again rising up through you, transmuting, transforming. And as you feel this energy, this pulsing of light and frequency as it works through your energy systems, allow yourself to be carried with its rhythmic movement. And in a moment, I want you to begin to start to think about what it is that you are choosing to manifest through this Lion's Gate portal. What is it that you wish to have, to be, and to offer in your life? Remembering that there are other opportunities, that this will come again, but let's not waste this. Let's make this a special time. So I'm going to play some music on to give you space and time to sit with this, perhaps to write if you've brought your pen and paper with you. And I'm going to give you a few minutes to jot down what it is that you feel you want to share in the world. Okay, my lovelies. Hopefully you've got something quite gorgeous now that you are wanting to manifest, knowing that you can come back to this and repeat the process, or even just do your own manifesting process tomorrow when the Lion's Gate is at its pinnacle. Okay, excuse me. And so what I'd like to share with you before we begin to do the energy clearing statements is a little more about this card. Oh, that's really interesting. I picked up a card previously, or the reading that I thought was for this card, which was about past life and present power. I'm going to trust that the card or the reading that we should be having is this past life, present power. So although this card doesn't match with that, I'm going to read to you what it is that I ended up sitting on without even realizing. So I'm going to read you a piece of this. These are from the Isis Oracle cards created by Alana Fairchild. And I do actually quite love everything that Alana Fairchild does. It's very esoteric and very spiritual and very feminine and nourishing. Okay. So, past life, present power. The many spiritual faces of you. When the soul is growing in service to humanity, in service to the great feminine, and her call that all beings are healed and free, it gathers internal resources to assist on the path. These resources include powers and gifts from other lifetimes. You are currently integrating past life abilities, and you are guided by the Oracle of Past Life, Present Power to be open to shifting internally and in your experience of your own levels of power and spiritual ability. And that will include manifesting, as you're consciously calling things into your life. Talents, abilities, and powers wish to be restored to you now from past incarnations. This will help you on your path. You will often be able to recognize this because you will feel some instant fascination or deep interest for a culture, a philosophy, heritage, or even a place on earth or beyond, which is deeply compelling. This is your intuitive recognition that a part of your soul connected with this passionate interest is being drawn into integration. At such times, there can be emotions, feelings, and even phobias or fears that temporarily arise. You may even find your taste for food and clothing, and your sleep and other habits change quickly and noticeably for a time. These can all be signs that a past life energy is being integrated. Once it is digested into your current incarnation, you will feel more like yourself again, but in an expanded and more whole way. You will just feel like you are more of yourself, more stable, more full, more at home in your own being. It is a lovely state of being to enjoy, which makes any ups and downs in the integration process more bearable. This oracle brings specific guidance that some of these past gifts from other incarnations are associated with ancient Egypt and civilizations connected with ancient Egyptian, earthly and beyond, including some star civilizations such as Sirius, which is one of the stars that we are aligning with the Lion's Gate, and also the Pleiades. Look for the symbols, the books, the crystals or colours that interest you, and pay attention to your dreams. If it is helpful to be conscious of any issues around the past life skills returning to you now, you will become aware of them so that they can be acknowledged, accepted, and released. Often when integration is occurring, people will have been more connected to you in such lifetimes, become a more prominent part of your life. It is possible that they will remain thus, or that As the integration happens and you continue to grow, some of those relationships will fall away as you've completed the karmic healing and integration of the energies associated with that past life, distilled the golden gift, and are ready to move on. This may take weeks, months, or in some cases, years. There is a ritual that she places at the end of this writing that will help to facilitate that, and I will do that at the end of the energy clearing process. We will come to the energy clearing in a moment. So to enable this soul awakening to occur, purification and time to assimilate the healing is recommended, and that's what you're doing here and beyond. You can accomplish this through rest, time in nature, prayer that your power will be exercised with love and mercy, and a willingness to be guided by the Divine Mother, Lady Isis, who loves you unconditionally. Use the prayer of past life, present power, which I will talk you through later, and the healing ritual whenever you intuitively feel you need it. Also know that as wonderful as it sounds to retrieve past life power and ability, it is not always without challenge. We often need to be fluid in our understanding and experience of ourselves. We need to be open to reframing our idea of ourselves as more spiritually collected, more powerful, and more responsible for our light on earth. This can be confronting at times. We often have to let go of any fear or disappointment we suffered in the relevant past life before the gift can be restored to us in a useful way in this lifetime. You can rest assured that anything you need to know in order to heal will come to your awareness. It's the thing that usually comes up and won't go away until it's been addressed. You may or may not see the whole picture, and if you do not, then it isn't necessary for healing. We are always given more than enough to be able to heal. It is just a matter of being attentive and aware of what is happening right before us in our lives, and realizing that if we follow any pain, we will find what needs healing. Then the hidden gift within the pain can be released. The Oracle of Past Life, Present Power indicates that the gift found in our healing will be past life talents and abilities. As with all spiritual instruction contained in this oracle as a whole, the Lady Isis will watch over you and assist with the process once you ask her in unconditional love. So I've already, when I set up the Light Gang, invited the Light Gang to hold space while we did this cleanse and heal tonight. I already invited the Lady Isis to come forward, the Goddess Isis as I refer to her. Okay, so that's the reading, and later we will do the ritual and the prayer. Okay, but first let's tune in to what it is that we are ready to release. Okay, just going to take a couple of breaths, and I just would invite you, with everything that I just read to you, to take what resonates, to let go of anything else, and not to try and seek to find what was true or real for you in that. Just allow it to be. The words are hanging in the air, and what is pertinent and relevant to you will come to you in a purer, clearer way. Little statements will drop in and sit with you and stay with you. Okay, so just tuning in. Okay, so at the moment I can feel there's a great sense of joy, but there's also a little sense of trepidation. And perhaps a slight fear that maybe what we're wanting to manifest isn't possible for us. So let's just address that. So everywhere where we believe, because of past experiences, because of opinions of others, because of internal programming, that we are unable or not worthy of manifesting what we truly desire, what we have stated that we wish to manifest. It's not possible for us. So we highlight everywhere where we believe, think, or feel that, please. Okay, and everything that underpins that, everything that holds it stuck in place, everything that feeds it and comes from it, can we highlight all of that? Okay. Angels of love and light and healing, can you please pour in its place into our energy fields a sense of surety and trust and faith and magic that of course we can manifest whatever we decide to manifest. We know how to do it and we are capable and ready to. So everywhere where that fear and the doubt has been, please pour in those positivities. Beautiful. And we now begin to, everything that I highlighted, we begin to deconstruct, dissolve and delete it across all layers of infinity, dimensions, constellations, patterns and ancestral timelines. And what I'm seeing here is a statement, it's not possible for me, it's not possible for me now. So let's highlight that, please. They're almost like blowing it up, like land just. So everything that is, everywhere where we believe, think or feel it's not possible for me and it's not possible for me now, either or both of those statements, we now deconstruct them, dissolve them, delete them across all layers of infinity, dimensions, constellations, patterns and ancestral timelines. Thank you. Let's tune in. Okay, there's something here about past lives. Again, can you help me understand what its relevance is here? Okay, so everywhere where we have been or are sad about what we have manifested or not manifested, whether it's in this lifetime or any other lifetime, let's highlight that. And everywhere where we associate struggle and that it takes a lot of time, everywhere we believe that, think that, feel that, let's highlight all of that as well, please. And everywhere where we discount our power in manifesting and our own magic in manifesting, can we highlight that? And everywhere where we might have got in trouble for magic and manifesting in previous times, can we highlight that? Oh, that's quite big, actually. Right, so everything that we've highlighted, everything that underpins that, everything holds it stuck in place, everything that comes from it, everything that feeds it, highlight all of that, please, light gang. Okay, and hold that fixed. And in its place, can you please pour in a transformative, excited, manifesting energy, trust and belief, and that it is our divine birthright to be able to manifest easily. Okay, so they're pouring that in its place. So everything that I previously highlighted, we now deconstruct it, dissolve it, delete it across all layers of infinity, dimensions, constellations, patterns, and ancestral timelines. Okay, thank you. Okay, so this was something that got mentioned earlier, which was, for instance, with money slipping through my fingers like sand, literally just running away. So when you manifest money in, and this is quite a common block, actually, it's quite a common problem that we receive the money in, but we literally lose it or spend it as quickly. Another bill will come in, something will come in that means we don't get to keep it. So let's just highlight that, please. Everywhere where we've got some kind of block or resistance to receiving money and allowing it to grow so that we can play with it in our own way in space and time, and that we're not losing it to outside influences, can we highlight, or even inside influences that manifest on the outside, such as bills, for instance. Let's highlight all of that. Oh yes, it's a jumbled mess. And also, can we highlight the belief that we can't keep money, that we're not allowed to play with money, that money isn't fun, that money is tricky or finicky, or any frustration related with money. Let's highlight all of that. Old money beliefs that come from our parents or our culture, our family settings. Highlight all of that. Yep, including this modern day idea that everyone's struggling. And I know, I see it all the time. Not everyone is struggling. Yes, some people are, and that's genuinely there. But if we can mitigate what's real for us and get rid of what isn't real, and so therefore it's not messing up our energy, we're going to do that. So let's highlight that cultural belief that we have right now as this country, that people are in dire straits, that the cost of living crisis, all of that. Let's highlight that. And everywhere we might be buying into it, or everywhere where we think that it's going to affect us in some way, shape or form, let's highlight all of that. Okay, that's quite big. That's a lot of energy in the solar plexus area. So let's clear that out, please. And angels, everything that I've highlighted, wherever that is in our energy fields, can you please pour in abundance and like golden shimmery manifesting safety and light? Can you pour that in its place? Yes, thank you. And everything that we highlighted, everything that underpins it, holds it stuck in place, comes from it and feeds it. Let's now highlight all of that. And everything that is, deconstruct it, dissolve it, delete it across all layers of infinity, dimensions, constellations, patterns, and ancestral timelines. Thank you. Straight away, as I was releasing that, there's a thing about not being worthy. And I just want to check in, is this relating? So it's not just relating to money, it's relating to many things. So everywhere where we believe this idea, I'm not worthy, even partially, it's going to get in our way. So let's highlight that, and everything that underpins it, everything that holds it stuck in place, and everything that comes from it, let's highlight that. And divine, yes, divine energies, can you please pour, yes, a sense of being totally loved and accepted by the divine. That it is our birthright and we cannot lose it, and their worthiness is a human thing. Yes. And we now deconstruct all that unworthiness, those ideas, thoughts and feelings and beliefs. We deconstruct it, dissolve it, delete it across all layers of infinity, dimensions, constellations, patterns and ancestral timelines. Thank you. And I'm kind of looking around the thing at a different angle, and what I'm noticing is a sense of confusion, like for instance not being really clear about what it is that we want. I know I definitely struggle with that. I kind of think, oh, I want that, but actually what about this, this and this, and then it gets in a jumble, and it can be hard to stay focused, and that can be quite a big problem if you're wanting to manifest something in, because you do need to connect with it in thought form, in energy, in emotional uplifting energy, I should say. So everywhere where we're confused about what we're trying to manifest, let's highlight that. And everywhere where you haven't got quite clarity, let's highlight that. Yeah, I feel like I'm missing a big piece here. What are you? Okay, and then not deserving to manifest. That's quite a big theme tonight. Okay, so everywhere where we're not deserving to manifest, can we highlight that? And again, that we're not allowed, we don't deserve, we're not allowed, it's not possible for us, you can't have everything, that life that we've dreamed of, and everything that stands in the way of that, can we highlight? And also everywhere where we go, we have like ideas and thoughts such as, I'd love to manifest this, but I'm sure you know, it could only be this big, or we limit it, we shape it, and we don't trust that the universe knows exactly what would suit us. And so we make it small and manageable because we think our egoic minds, basically our small human, would be freaked out if we went for the bigger scale of things. Okay, so everything that I've just mentioned there, can we just highlight that, please? Thank you. Yes, they're raining golden sparkles over here at the moment. So everything that is, we now deconstruct it, dissolve it, delete it across all layers of infinity, dimensions, constellations, patterns, and ancestral timelines. Thank you. Okay, I'm just going to use an aura spray. I feel like we need to clean the energy up a little bit. Just putting some goddess energy out there. All about balancing and empowering. So I'm just starting to look at the alignment between us, the Lionsgate portal, and the things that we're trying to manifest on the other side of that portal. And I just want to get an idea of what else is in the way. If anything, to be fair, let's not assume that it is. Okay, everywhere where we're not quite ready or willing to be seen in our manifested lives, the lives that we want to create, everywhere where we're going to be shy or feel shy or self-conscious or even embarrassed about what we're trying to manifest, that we want to downplay it, we don't want to draw attention to it, that blocks our light, and that makes it really hard to manifest what we want. And again, this is such a little human thing, and I mean this with the deepest of compassion and love and respect. We are always, bless us, we're always trying to do these things, and then the fears get in the way. So what we're going to do here is we're just going to acknowledge all that I've just said there, where we limit it, we're fearful, shy, embarrassed, all of that. We're going to highlight all that is. And everywhere where we won't stand in our power, our own power as we do this, let's highlight that. Okay, everything that underpins it, everything that holds it stuck in place, everything that comes from it, everything that feeds it. Can we highlight that, please? Oh, that's good. Yawning means it's going. Let's deconstruct it, dissolve it, delete it across all layers of infinity, dimensions, constellations, patterns, and ancestral timelines. Okay, clearing that away, please, angels. Yes. And everywhere where we're not ready to be seen in our radiance. Just that, not ready to be seen in our radiance. Everywhere we feel unsafe to be seen in our radiance. Angels, can you please pour in a really huge sense of compassion and safety in each place within us that these energies are residing. And as we highlight this, not safe to be seen in our radiance, let's now deconstruct that, dissolve that, delete that across all layers of infinity, dimensions, constellations, patterns, and ancestral timelines. Thank you. That's quite big because I went over past lives, so I'm just going to spray that again. And let's just take a moment to sit, remembering that we're connected to that amethyst. And I want you to imagine, to sense, to visualize that you are inside of your violet flame. And the violet flame is a transmuting force that was brought back to Earth. It was here in Atlantean times, and it was taken away from Earth, but brought back again with a dispensation. It was in 1987. Many people came together and meditated, and they called it the Great Convergence, and the violet flame was allowed to come back to Earth. And so it's a really good way to transmute how you feel and the energy around you. So I will use it for myself, I will use it for my room and for my home. So we're going to do that just for ourselves for the moment, and sure, if you want to, spread it out to the room that you're in so that the room you're in is of the highest vibration as we begin to do the next stages. So I want you to just repeat after me. I am in my violet flame. I am in my violet flame. I am in my violet flame. And I'm going to say it a couple more times, because the more we say it, the more we can feel the shift or sense something is changing, and it might be very small at this stage, and also it might change depending on how aware you are at each time, and how excuse me, how connected to energy you are in each time. But I know when I first started using this years ago, the more I used it, the higher I could feel my frequency going, and it made me feel a bit excited and happy. So just keep a lookout for those sorts of sensations or shifts within you. I am in my violet flame. I am in my violet flame. I am in my violet flame. Brilliant. That's it, keep going. We're just extending the light out now. Beautiful. And it's holding us in that space. So I'm just going to check and see if there's anything else that needs clearing out. Oh, yes. Okay. So as we enter into the Lion's Gate, it's a really good time to manifest what we want, but it's time to release what we are really ready to let go of. So anywhere where we are still hanging on to old ways of being, let's highlight that, please. Knowing that this is a gentle process of breaking down an old way and connecting to a new way. And there's got to find balance, and it's got to feel safe so that we can let go of the old ways. And the more we're in the new way, the more familiar it will feel, and therefore the more relaxed and open we will feel as we are in it. Okay, so those old ways of being. I'm just going to ask the angels to kind of, a bit like if this was an old suit that you used to wear, they're just going to take the old suit away, shake out the vital pieces that you still need or desire, and then to take the rest of the old suit away. And everywhere where we might be fighting that a bit, even though it's for our highest and best, let's just love that part and invite the angels to come in and to bring safety and compassion and love to those areas of ourselves, those aspects. Nourishing them so that they really can let go. Beautiful. Okay, so let's just check, is there anything else with regard to keeping the money in? I'm seeing kind of like a sieve type scenario where the water, it's like money could be sand and it just keeps leaving. I'm just going to change that receptacle. Okay, so the way to change that is to become aware of it. And that would mean noticing what you spend, noticing what's coming in, being thankful for what's coming in. And even as you spend money, ensuring that it's on things that are of value to you, offering thanks that you're able to do so. And energetically, can we stop up the gaps, please? Is that something we can do here? Okay, not done this before, so let's do something new. I want you to imagine that you've got your hands and you've got all the money that you desire in your hands, whether that looks like a check to yourself, whether that looks like bank account numbers or cash in your hands, whatever that looks like. Okay, and as you have the way it's represented to you in your mind's eye, I just want you to bring your fingers together so that they're not leaking. Bring them together and hold it. And I want you to just love it. Let's talk to it as if it is something we treasure most dearly. Okay? So for instance, I would say, thank you. Thank you so much for being with me. Thank you for giving me space and joy and playtime. Thank you for allowing me to take care of what I need to take care of. And thank you for giving me space. This really helps me to have space and downtime where I like to play and do things that nourish me. It also allows me, should I choose to be relaxed and generous with my friends and my family. So thank you for giving me this. So you go ahead. I'm going to be quiet for a few moments. You go ahead and talk to your object in your hands, whatever that looks like. And I'll come back to you in a couple of moments. Oh, one word of caution, don't try and work out how you got it. Just be thankful that you have it. Okay, don't worry about the hows and the wherefores. Okay, beautiful. So now that you've spent some time with it, I want you to get a sense of whether there's still money leaking through your hands. Okay, so I can see there is still a little. Okay, there's some sort of belief like there's always going to be something that I don't anticipate. So although the flow is much, much less of loss, there's still a little flow. So everywhere where we believe that there's always going to be something, that means that something unforeseen, that means that money will slip through our fingers still. Even if it's much less, will still slip through our fingers because we can't control everything. And in fact, that I can see connected to this is the belief that we have to control everything and that we're unable to trust that it comes in and flows out, that there's always plenty, and the surplus that we're looking for that would help us feel relaxed and comfortable is what needs to be treasured and enjoyed and appreciated and have gratitude for. So, okay, so everything that is where we think that there's always going to be something, And everywhere where there's a little bit of fear, so we can't truly appreciate what we do have, let's just highlight that. Everything that underpins it, everything holds it stuck in place, everything that comes from it, and everything that feeds it. Let's highlight all of that, and let's deconstruct it, dissolve it, delete it across all layers. Good. Of infinity, dimensions, constellations, patterns, and ancestral timelines. Perfect. Let's have a look. Holding your hands again, visualizing your thing. Okay, so for those of you that might still be sensing that there's some releasing through the fingers, I want you to imagine that there is a beautiful golden bowl. Although you're holding what you desire in your hands, there's a beautiful golden bowl directly underneath your hands, so that anything that gets lost will make its way back to you always, because this golden bowl is a divine object. It is magic and it's created just for you, okay? So you can just relax, and that's quite nice. So I noticed that some of you just sort of poured what you had in your hands and put it into the bowl, and then have held the bowl, and then you can be more relaxed with it. Perfect. Do it exactly the way that feels right for you. Okay, so that feels like that piece is done. I'm just going to check if there's anything else. Okay, that all feels good. So now we're going to work through the rest of the Isis card. There's a ritual here. So it includes a visualization. So I want you to just relax back now, get really comfy and close your eyes. And let's take some breaths together again, just like we usually do. Nice deep breaths, breathing in through the nose and long out breaths through the mouth. Okay. And if you haven't already, close your eyes. And now begin to visualize, to sense a wheel-like structure with many spokes, like the wheel of a bicycle, but it is to be made out of light. Imagine that you are at the center of the wheel where all the spokes meet. There is a vast circle of light that forms the outer section of the wheel, and this represents the boundaries of your soul. The light around the outside grows bright and luminous gold until it begins to overflow, flowing as pure light along the spokes of the wheel, sending light into the center. From your peaceful position at the center of the wheel, you notice that certain spokes are beginning to glow more strongly than others. Allow yourself to open your heart and receive the light from these spokes of the wheel, representing different lifetimes, flowing as golden light into the center of the wheel, remembering that you are the center. Rest with this and say aloud, I now call back to me through unconditional love and grace all past life skill and ability that can assist me in my high destiny. I pray for mercy and compassion as I grow in wisdom and ability. Help me now, beloved Isis, who loves me unconditionally, to experience this process easily and exercise its effects with love and mercy. Of my own free will, so be it. And notice now the light from the spokes growing strong, flowing to you in the center, into your heart as pure golden light. You will receive the perfect amount of light that will feed your soul. You may feel a lot of sensation or not much at all, and either is fine. Just allow your process to be as it is and know it is happening. Finally, see, sense, feel the entire wheel filled with light, turning and flowing in its own natural way with you at the center, feeling the vastness of you. And as you feel this, we now begin a final piece of clearing. As we call forward aspects of ourselves from previous incarnations that are ready to release what blocks us from our highest destiny, and also ancestral aspects. We call them forward into this space of love and compassion and mercy. We invite these aspects to release down anything, everything which holds them stuck in old patterns and not free to be with the universe in love and light. Allow these old patterns, these old ways of being, these habits to fall through their bodies down into the transmuting and transforming ground beneath them. Perhaps shaking it off, perhaps sweeping it off, perhaps a beautiful golden light, this golden white light, travels through their bodies and pushes it down into the ground. Just take a few moments to notice, to sense, to visualize this. And then that light, that radiance, the gifts and talents from those past lives, the ancestral aspects that are ready to be integrated and part of your current lifetime, we now call, repeating after me. I call back to me through unconditional love and grace, the past life energy that feels this situation and place. Let my past and present life ability help me reach my highest destiny. I call for clarity, insight, and peace. A place of empowerment I now reach. So as you call these gifts and talents back to you, feel them come down the spokes of that wheel to the very center where you reside, feeling your feet on the floor and your heart open and your soul radiant. We now thank those past life parts for bringing themselves to this place. And now we return them to the light. And as we turn to look at the ancestral aspects, again we receive the ancestral gifts. And we ask that the ancestral pains and doubts and fears are released down into the ground, transmuted and transformed. So that our ancestral timelines can be clear. We invite divine guidance, divine love and light, compassion, grace and mercy to nourish our hearts and our souls. We ask our bodies to become light-filled, our minds to become magical and radiant, as our whole selves become a vibration of love and light, immense, powerful and beautiful. And as we step forward towards this portal, this Lion's Gate portal, we allow ourselves to become aligned with what it is that we truly want in life. The things that would make us feel alive and magical, loved and playful, knowing that we already have them within our field. And the more that we believe and feel them, the more manifested into our physical reality they become. Allow that joy, those feelings that come up as you step into this manifested world to bubble, to rise, to become vibrant within you. Feel that vibration. What do you notice What is it you see or feel when you have manifested this? Give yourself space and time to keep coming back to feel this sensation. And when we keep feeling it, we keep connecting ourselves to it, and we draw it closer and closer and closer to us. And as you stand in front of this alignment of the Lionsgate portal, notice the thing that you have manifested, that you are manifesting right now as you connect to it, traveling down that portal, down to you in a physical sense, becoming a reality in your world. And as you feel this, let your heart sing with joy, your mind relax and open, and your body rest into this energy. And just take a few moments in your heart space with gratitude for what you are manifesting, knowing that you co-created this with the universe. Feel the internal smile. And as this manifestation glows with light around you, allow all parts of your body to recognize this feeling. And when we come back from this meditation, perhaps make some notes about these sensations, about the feelings, about what you sense and see, to act as reminders, as trigger points, as you practice manifesting this in with sensations, with emotions. Allowing you to do this with the greatest ease possible. And before we wrap up this session, I invite your guardian angel to place a hand on your heart and to channel through directly to your heart exactly what it is that your heart needs for this month ahead, whatever quality or qualities. Remembering that as the angels bring this to you, and it could come through the crown, actually, I'm seeing that too. Just allow yourself to receive and to breathe. And we gently now come to a close. If there are any genuine thanks within your heart for what you have received here, please offer them now. And then very slowly and very gently, bowing your head so that you look first down at your own body before opening your eyes and coming back into the room. Thank you so much for joining me and for being part of this healing as we get ready for Lionsgate. Happy manifesting. Namaste.